So, not such a fun day at all. Not such a fun day, and it's New Year's Eve, and I'm sitting here with my feet in the air. Yo, what's going on, 1020? I hope you're all super well. I'm not so well. As you guys know, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I've hurt my foot, my ankle. I kind of sprained it. We might do a reenactment so I can show you guys what actually happened. Obviously not on my bad foot. There's no real bruising. That's the point of impact, just in there. So look, there's nothing too bad. I guess there's a little bruising there, but nothing major. It's not swollen, which is great news. I thought I might be able to bounce back from it today, but that's not the case. I'll be resting today, won't be doing anything. I will do match analysis though, because like I always say to you guys, I preach it so much. If you're injured, if you can't do a certain type of training, fill it in with something you can do. And match analysis is something you can pretty much always do unless you're like sick or, you know, not feeling so well, because it does take a lot of mental power to get it done. So I'm going to go check in with Dad. We're going to see what he thinks about it, because I told him, but he hasn't really looked at it. So we'll see what he has to say. All right, we got Papa Tweety, Claire. Excited? New Year's Eve?
So excited.
What are you guys doing?
Drinking and dancing.
Wow. You know what I'm doing?
Nothing.
Sitting in my room. Not a whole lot. So,
sitting in your room depressed because your girlfriend's not here.
Yeah, I know. Very depressed. Lucy, we're upset. We're all upset, aren't we?
Yes.
So, Dad, I told you this morning about my foot. What was your immediate reaction?
You're an idiot. Running downstairs.
Yeah, I know. So, you've had a look at it. Give us your thoughts. Point to us what you think.
I don't think it's swollen.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Maybe a little bit. Well, when you talked about it, I thought you'd sprained it, which you've done a few times before, but it's not a classic ankle sprain, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, my first thought was at least you got a week before you train again.
Exactly, 100%.
So most of the time when you do these sorts of things, you try and train the next day, which is bad. I think it's probably there's probably a ligament comes in here and you've twisted it that way.
Yeah, and
you haven't torn the ligament or you wouldn't be able to walk. But you've probably strained it a bit in there. Classic treatment, ice, 10 minutes on, an hour off.
Yeah.
As much as you can over the next day, 2 days.
Physio cream. Pads.
Physio
anti-inflammatories, all that stuff.
Big pad of physio cream that we'll do later.
So that's going to be the recovery process.
Probably the other thing you need to do is elevate. So
that's what I've done, yeah. I did that last night.
Get it higher than your heart.
Right. So not only are you, what would you call yourself, a handyman, a doctor when you fixed up my back, a physiotherapist, a football coach, anything else?
Lots of things.
Great dad.
A great dad, a great husband.
Yeah, that's it.
Man, what can't he do?
Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my foot. Alright, weird position for you guys to see me in, but the reason I'm here is for that elevation. Like Dad said, like I said in yesterday's video as well, rest, ice, compression, elevation is key. Not so much compression with an injury like this, I don't think. But as you guys can see, this is the sort of setup I got going. That's the level I'm at, and then I got my feet up there. And I'm on my phone replying to YouTube comments, watching YouTube, replying to Instagram DMs, whatever it may be. That I might do over at my desk, I'm doing it here so that I can have that elevation. So recovery is super important. It's how I'm going to minimize the time I'm away from the field. So, not such a fun day at all. Not such a fun day, and it's New Year's Eve, and I'm sitting here with my feet in the air. Match analysis time. I haven't even looked yet what I'm going to pick, but I go to a website called Optus Sport. I don't recommend it because they're horrible. I think the quality on the videos is really bad, but hey, it works. I think we somehow have got it for free through like a little loophole. I don't know, but there's a ton of websites which have the games up for free, or you can just literally record it on your TV and then pause it, rewind, etc. So I'm going to take a look, analyze someone. I think I'll go with a number 10 and we'll take a look at what games have been played and just go from there. I'll tell you what, if you guys go away and do match analysis properly, it fries your brain. I'm going to say it every time. As you guys can see up on the screen now are the points that I got. I managed to get to 12 minutes 30 into the game and my head hurts. Isco was just doing so much. So one of the things that I really noticed he did was whenever he wanted to receive the ball, it was a quick acceleration to get there. And I wrote that down for one of them. 10:37, positions himself in between the lines and then accelerates to make himself available, replacing the number 2 and positioning higher up the field than the opponent. So that basically means the line of pass to him, if they're going this way, that's the opponent, he's there. So the line of pass is there, he's a couple of meters in front, and then this guy has to go there to close him down. Did a little bit of stuff on his defense, just 2 points that I saw. And then the other thing that I noticed is when he didn't see the opportunity to go forward and wanted to support the build-up, he would replace the number 2 or the number 5. So we saw that in 10:37. We see it again at 2:04. I call it the Sydney FC move because that's where I really learnt this. Replaces the 5, allowing Marcelo to create a line of pass that is higher up the field because the defender is now worried about 2 players. So it's just causing confusion. And then again at 6:58, he sees he's in the same line of pass as the number 18. This was super clear. You could see that he sees he's in the same line and then immediately moves backwards, takes up the position of Marcelo again into a place where he knows he can help the build-up play. So super interesting stuff. Points are on the screen. You guys have gone through him. I absolutely love Isco, one of my favourite players. When I went and saw them play, he was a massive standout for me, and I went and got the Real Madrid jersey, even though I'm not really a Real Madrid fan. Isco 23, now he's a number 22, so I don't know, this shirt is either worthless or worth $1 million. But absolutely amazing player. I'm going to stick with this game. I'm only 12.5 minutes in. Next time I do match analysis, I'll go back to this game and we'll go from there. Isco, I love you. Man, tough times. It's not easy being injured. I want to be out training. Even though it's New Year's Eve, I look on my Instagram stories, I look at my Snapchat stories, everyone is out partying. Like you heard before, I'd obviously love to be spending time with Lucy right now, but she's partying as well. Very far away from where we are now, so I can't spend time with her. And it's just me on my own, but like I say, New Year, for me, it's a day where you spend with people that are close to you. When you get older, I feel like you spend it with your significant other, your partner, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's a little bit upsetting, but really it's just another day. So how's my foot feeling? I'll do a little bit of a walk on it. Oh, that if I push up on my big toe here, that is incredibly sore. So anything, that's the only thing. This morning, that would really hurt, but it seems to be as soon as I put all my weight through there, that's painful. Everything else is pretty good. I still got my range of motion. I don't know. I could be alright tomorrow. We'll see. Definitely go to the gym tomorrow. I just wanted to use today to rest and take as much time off it as possible. Tomorrow will be gym. If I can't do lower body like squats and things like that, I'll make sure that I do upper body because it's something that I can definitely do. Again, just wanted to take today to do a little bit of resting. So yeah, nearly New Year's. It's weird. Very, very weird. Alright, showered, smoothie time. What I find really interesting is your body has to adapt to how much food you're having. I slacked off a little bit. Now that I'm ramping it back up, I get so hungry at night time because that's the smoothie time. And when I've been having it for this sort of consistent sort of time, if you don't have it at night, you're just incredibly hungry. So we're gonna go with what we did last time because I think that worked quite well, which is putting no honey into the smoothie. It doesn't taste anywhere near as good, but you just put your head down and shovel it into your mouth until it's done. That way I don't have to put the honey in and I miss out on a ton of sugar, I guess. And there she is in all her beauty. The amazing smoothie with, I think, like 850 calories. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. 3 eggs, the whole lot, I don't know. Just go back, watch an old one. Maybe in a few vlogs time, I'll show you guys the whole recipe again for those who have forgot or want to know.
Whoa.
Bridge is red.
You have your drone up.
Oh, I should, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Next, yeah, my drone is in charge. Next year, we can't even see you guys. Anything to say?
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. How cool is that? Oh,
This is from our place. You get to see 1, 2, 3, what's that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 firework locations.
yeah, the low one is the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Yeah, that one right there, the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
It's white at the moment. Ooh, it's red.
That one.
Oh, so cool.
That one.
There's nothing happening
No.
there now.
Come
the
on.
Key has a whole lot extra ones, huh? Wow, those are bright.
Wow. How do they hang?
They're just hanging in space there.
You guys have seen like so
They've
many
got
New Years.
parachutes or something.
You've seen so many New Years. How are you still
Oh.
amazed?
This is cool. It's like a Death Star. Look at it. It's like a Death Star.
That is quite amazing, isn't it?
I'm a bit of a Star Wars nut, aren't I?
That is quite cool.
It's like it's so cool. Wow, I like that.
Rings.
Weak Foot program has been live for about 3 hours and we've had over 150 downloads. That is absolutely incredible. I had someone send me an Instagram message saying, Sheldon, I don't have a credit card, how do I pay? Guys, it is free. Use the code 123 at the checkout. It says enter promo code or something like that. Click that, then enter 123. It's weird. Wix won't let me sell it for free, so there you go. Now here's another way I'm looking after my foot. Anti-inflammatory cream overnight, so I just put that on as so. Put a fair bit. Let's go phone cam so you guys can see how much I got on. As you can see, fair bit there. It's running off my foot quite quickly, so we're just gonna patch that up. I got on, as you can see, fair bit there. It's running off my foot quite quickly, so we're just gonna patch that up. So now that that's done, you're going to grab this tape right here. I mean, it can be any tape. Whack that on. Sometimes you need multiple layers in case you think it's gonna spill out. So I put that on right before bed so I can literally just fall asleep and not mess it up or anything. Really good for like ligament sort of stuff. I've used this heaps of times and it's helped massively. Can't recommend it enough. Alrighty, so with that all done, I'm heading off to bed. I want to quickly say Happy New Year to everyone. Go out there, absolutely kill this year. Make it your best year. I am so looking forward to what it holds for me, and I'm looking forward to what it holds for you guys as well. I don't know. Future looks interesting. That's all I'm going to say. I can't wait for 2019. Well, it is 2019. So, look, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But for now, Team Tweety, I'm signing out. Make sure you leave a like on the show. Subscribe if you're out there. Join the journey. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.